Revelation 16, for all of you who are challenging God and a bunch of liars, even pretending to be ministers of God and telling people all over the world that the Euphrates River is drying up. What you fail to recognize, or maybe you assume that other people fail to recognize, is that God has order. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on. Order. Everything must happen in succession. Nothing just happens randomly and chaotically, much like the world, much like the New World Order, or what they would call the United Nations. That is all chaos, and everything has been chaos. But you see here the word levee, an embankment built to prevent the overflow of a river or a ridge of sediment deposited naturally alongside a river by an overflowing water. The North American is a landing place or a quay, but we are going specifically with this definition here. An embankment built to prevent the overflow of a river. It says here in chapter 16, let's get down here to, I heard a loud voice from the sanctuary say to the seven angels, go and pour out on the earth the seven bowls of God's fury. So the first one went and poured his bowl onto the earth, and disgusting and painful sores appeared on all the people who had the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. Has that been happening? No. The second one poured out his bowl into the sea, and it became like the blood of a dead person, and every living thing in the sea died. Has that been happening? No. The third one poured out his bowl into the rivers and springs of water, and they turned to blood. Then I heard the angel of the waters say, O Hakodesh, the one who is and was, you are just in these judgments of yours. They poured out the blood of your people and your prophets, so you have made them drink blood. They deserve it. Then I heard the altar say, yes, Adonai, God of heaven's armies, your judgments are true and just. The fourth one poured out his bowl on the sun, and it was permitted to burn people with fire. Have you been seeing people burning with fire? No. People were burned by the intense heat, yet they cursed the name of God, who had the authority over these plagues, instead of turning from their sins to give him glory. The fifth one poured out his bowl on the throne of the beast, and its kingdom grew dark. People gnawed on their tongue from the pain, yet they cursed the God of heaven because of their pains and sores, and did not turn from their sinful deeds. On sciencing, levee construction. Natural levees are embankments created by deposited river sediments as a river floods. They are asymmetrical structures with almost vertical walls adjacent to the river while tapering landwards along the gentle slope. Levee widths during the Sumerian period were commonly over 1 kilometer, it's 0.62 miles. River levels could vary between 4 to 6 meters, that's 13 to 19.7 feet, during flooding. So that's the natural part. Let's go up here. Ancient Sumerian levees and canals. Now specifically, I looked up the levees in the Euphrates River. Let's see. Levy and Euphrates. That was updated March 10th, 2018 by Maria Kielmas. You can find this at sciencing.com. Canals and levees formed the basis of land irrigation and flood control in ancient Sumer. Located in the lower reaches of the Tigris and Euphrates River and southern Mesopotamia, today's southern Iraq. This is an area of scarce rainfall, but major flooding in late winter and spring from around 3500 BC and over the next 2 millennia. You could read the rest of that if you'd like. Let me scroll down here. We'll go on over. So you see, in this order, the fifth one poured out his bowl on the throne of the beast, and its kingdom grew dark. People gnawed on their tongues from the pain. Yet they cursed the God of heaven because of the pains and sores, and did not turn from their sinful deeds. 12. The sixth one poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its waters dried up, in order to prepare the way for the kings of the east. And I saw 3 unclean spirits that looked like frogs. They came from the mouth of the dragon, from the mouth of the beast, and from the mouth of the false prophet. They are miracle-working demonic spirits which go out to the kings of the whole inhabited world to assemble them for the war of the great day of Adonai Sabaoth. Look, I am coming like a thief. How blessed are those who stay alert and keep their clothes clean, so that they won't be walking naked and be publicly put to shame. And they gathered the kings and to the place which in the Hebrew is called Har Megiddo. And the seventh one poured out his bowl on the air, and a loud voice came out of the temple from the throne, saying, "It is done." There were flashes of lightning, voices, and peals of thunder, and there was a massive earthquake, such as never occurred since mankind has been on earth. So violent was the earthquake. But we want to cover Revelations 16:12. Here's the Euphrates River that they are claiming is drying up. This is the part they're saying is drying up. But let's move over here. Scroll out and look at this. Look at this Euphrates. So massive it is. All the way up over here. All the way over here. Look at that. Look at that. Huh. Well, it sounds to me like either A, Google is covering something up, or B, there may not be any truth to it. Shalom, Mishpah. Check these people.